For centuries, the world has been captivated by the story of King Tutankhamun, the boy pharaoh of ancient Egypt. His golden mask, the dazzling treasures of his tomb, and his sudden, mysterious death have fueled countless theories and endless fascination. But what if the greatest secret wasn't buried in his tomb, but hidden within his very cells? Recently, a team of scientists embarked on a groundbreaking journey, a virtual expedition into the past. They decoded the DNA of King Tut himself, and what they found sent shockwaves through the world of history and archaeology. King Tut's life was short and shrouded in enigma. Ascending to the throne as a mere child, he ruled for only about a decade before dying around the age of 19. 4 years. Historians and archaeologists debated the cause of his death. Was it murder? An accident? A sudden illness? The clues were sparse, and the truth seemed lost to the sands of time. While the riches in his tomb told us about the wealth of his kingdom, they said little about the boy behind the golden mask. But DNA holds a different kind of truth. It's a biological blueprint, a historical record passed down through generations. And Tut's DNA was about to tell a story more complex and startling than anyone had imagined. When scientists began to piece together Tutankhamun's genetic puzzle, the first revelations were concerning his immediate family. The results pointed to a level of inbreeding that would be shocking even by ancient royal standards. His parents were identified as very likely being brother and sister. This close family tie had profound consequences for Tutankhamun's health. The analysis revealed he was born with a clubfoot, a cleft palate, and likely suffered from Kohler's disease, a rare bone disorder that would have made walking painful and difficult. Over 100 walking canes were found in his tomb, which archaeologists once thought were merely symbols of power. The DNA evidence suggests they were a necessity for his daily life. This genetic inheritance of fragility and illness offers a compelling and tragic explanation for his early demise. He wasn't just a king. He was a young man battling significant health issues from the day he was born. But the story didn't end there. As the geneticists delved deeper, they found something that left them truly stunned. They looked at a specific part of Tut's DNA, the Y chromosome, which is passed down from father to son. They compared his genetic markers, his haplogroup, to modern populations. The expectation, of course, was to find a strong link to modern Egyptians. Instead, the results were astonishing. King Tut's haplogroup, R1b1a2, is incredibly rare in modern Egypt. Today, it's found in less than 1% of the Egyptian population. But where is it common? In Western Europe, over half of all men in countries like Spain, France, and the United Kingdom belong to this same paternal lineage. This discovery ignited a firestorm of debate. How could an Egyptian pharaoh, the ruler of one of the most powerful empires in the ancient world, share a paternal ancestry with millions of modern European men? This doesn't mean his ancestors were from Europe, but it suggests a common ancestor lived somewhere thousands of years before Tutankhamun's time, whose descendants migrated in vastly different directions, some towards Europe, and others, surprisingly, ending up on the throne of Egypt. It hints at ancient human migration patterns that are far more complex and interconnected than we previously understood. This finding challenges the traditional narrative, suggesting the world of the pharaohs might have been more genetically diverse and connected to the wider world than we ever knew. The DNA also provided new insights into his final days. Analysis revealed the presence of DNA from the parasite that causes malaria, and not just one strain, but the most severe form. For a young man already weakened by a host of congenital disorders, a severe bout of malaria could have easily been a death sentence. It's likely that a sudden leg fracture, perhaps from a fall, combined with a malaria infection, created a perfect storm that his compromised immune system simply couldn't overcome. The mystery of his death, once a subject of wild speculation, now has a plausible, scientific explanation rooted in his genetic code. So, who was King Tut? Was he just another Egyptian ruler, born into a lineage of divine kings? Or was he a small but crucial piece of a much larger puzzle of human history? His DNA doesn't lie, but it certainly raises more questions than it answers. It paints a picture of a tragic young figure, physically frail, but ruling a mighty empire. And it connects him, through an invisible thread of ancestry, two distant lands and peoples, reminding us that history is never as simple as it seems. The boy king's final secret wasn't gold or jewels, but the incredible story written in his own DNA. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this journey into the past as fascinating as we did, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more historical mysteries. See you next time.